morning students, I hope you all are doing well at your places, and today we'll be studying a very important writing skill, that is letter writing. So let's just begin with this letter writing. So the title of our chapter is letter writing, right? So letter writing, it is an art of literature. ये literature की एक art है, एक बहुत ही ज़्यादा essential means, important means of communication है. We write letters, हम letters लिखते हैं so that we can communicate with our relatives, with our friends, and of course with our officials. So letters, basically there are of course two types, that is informal letters and of course the formal letters, right? So to write a good letter, you should remember the following points which are very essential while writing the letter. So we write different types of letter in real life में हम लोग लिखते हैं. These can be friendly letters, जिसको हम informal letters बोलते हैं, means जो हम अपने दोस्तों के साथ लिखते हैं, right? दोस्तों को लिखते हैं. और ऑफिशियल लेटर्स जिसको हम फॉर्मल लेटर्स बोलते हैं, राइट? फ्रेंडली लेटर्स को हम इनफॉर्मल लेटर्स बोलते हैं बिकॉज दे आर रिटन टू आवर फ्रेंड्स, टू आवर रिलेटिव्स, टू आवर सिबलिंग्स, yes, to our friends, relative, and even pen friends. What do you mean by pen friends? Pen friend means हमारे बहुत ही dearer और nearer ones. Whereas जो official letters मतलब कि formal letters होते हैं, they are written to the officials, right? Business contacts को, of course, authorities को, principals को लिखते हैं. So letters, they are very much unique because they address to specific readers को address करते हैं, and they also follow a particular format, और एक ही इनका particular format रहता है. First we'll be studying about the structure of a letter. A letter generally consists of two main points होते हैं इसके अंदर. First is the definite format, and इसके अंदर body होती है which writes the thoughts that we have to convey to the person, right? First we'll be studying about the informal letters. We all know informal letters are written to our friends, relatives, pen friends, to our siblings, and to our dearer and near ones. So you have to write a letter to uncle thanking him for a birthday party, right? First you have to write your self address. Over here the address is 35 GT Road. It's in New Delhi. Then you have to write the date, and then of course my dear uncle, right? So I have no words to thank you for the beautiful camera that you have sent me on my birthday. जो आपने मेरे birthday पे भेजा है, ये एक gift है जो कि मेरे दिल के बहुत करीब है. It is after my heart. When I see that beautiful scene and of course feeling that moment, I have a great desire to photograph them, कि मैं उनको photograph खींचूं. Now I will be able to fulfill now I am able to fulfill my desire, this desire. Dear uncle, I'll send you the best photographs which has been clicked by the camera which has been given to me by you. We had a wonderful party and of course we miss you very much. हम लोग आपको बहुत miss करते हैं. Hope, however, your wonderful gift जो है, it made my day even more special. बहुत ही special बना देता है. And I am very thankful to you for your kind remembrance and of course love. With love and respect, your affectionately XXX, right? It's just the name, right? Second, you have to write a letter to a girl, to her cousin, informing about the injury of her mother, कि उनकी mom को चोट लग गई है, right? This is a self address, that is Anup Enclave, Tolstoy Mark. It's in New Delhi. Then again you have to write a date. Then of course my dear Shivi, right? I regret to inform you that my dear mother, जो मेरी mom है, she has been slipped on the staircase yesterday and received the injuries in her legs, और उनके head पे injury आ गई है. This injury जो head में, it is very serious, right? But the doctors have said that she is out of danger right now. Could you please inform the aunt about this accident? And I'm looking after her, मैं उनके देखभाल कर रही हूँ. And doctor also comes to see her every day. हर रोज आते हैं. She may take 1 or 2 months to complete for the recovery, that is for complete recovery, right? And please tell my aunt कि वो बिल्कुल चिंता ना करें. If aunt has no problem, अगर aunt को कोई problem नहीं है, तो she can come for a couple of days over here, couple of weeks, according to her convenience. अपनी convenience के according. I am not going to school because there is nobody to look after her. कोई नहीं है उनकी देखभाल करने के लिए. That is why she is on leave for school for some days. Mother sends her best regard to the uncle and aunt. Then again, your affectionately means your lovingly. Again, XXX, the name has not been mentioned here, right? Now third, you have to write a letter to a friend who has met with an accident and wish him an early recovery, कि बहुत ज़्यादा early recovery हो जाए. 204 Avajpai Nagar, पानीपत में है, that is in Haryana. Then you have to write the date. Then again, of course, my dear Vasu. I was pained to learn that Anshi, you met with an accident, कि आपका accident हो गया है while returning the home from स्कूल से आते वक्त. शी टोल्ड मी दैट योर स्कूटी हैज स्लिप, एंड उसके जो उनको है वो बहुत ज़्यादा इंजरीज आई है. शी हैड गॉट मेनी इंजरीज, बट आई फील रिलीव्ड, मैं बहुत ही ज़्यादा रिलीव्ड हूँ टू नो दैट यू हैव नो सीरियस इंजरी एंड दैट विल बी रिकवरिंग वेरी ग्रेजुअली, कि वो बहुत जल्दी रिकवर हो जाएंगी, राइट? एंड एज अ फ्रेंड एंड मैं एडवाइज यू कि आप अपनी स्कूटी को बहुत ही स्लो स्पीड पे चलाएं ऑन अ क्राउडेड एंड ऑफ कोर्स ऑन द बिजी रोड्स. आई नो कि आप बहुत ही ज़्यादा रैश ड्राइवर हैं, आप रैश ड्राइविंग करते हैं, बट दिस कैन बी वेरी डेंजरस, राइट? यू शुड You should keep your vehicle under control. Please आप उसको एक ही limited speed में चलाएं. Safety हमारा सबसे पहला concern होता है. It should be our first concern. I hope you will learn something from this accident, right? Please take care. You have to take a complete rest. Go outside only when the doctor permits you, means when the doctor allows you to go outside, then only just go outside. Otherwise, please have a good rest at your place. Wishing you a very speedy recovery. Yours sincerely, again XXX, the name has not been mentioned. From this letter, we learn that we should not do rash driving because health is wealth. Health को सबसे पहले हमको first priority देनी चाहिए. Then you have to write a letter to your friend inviting him to attend your brother's marriage, कि आप अपने brother की marriage party को attend कर रहे हैं. Again you have to write the self address, that is 74 Moti Bazar, Bareilly. It's a state in UP, and date. And my dear Arpita, and for your knowledge, there are 75 districts in UP. Okay, so you'll be glad to know that marriage जो है मेरे elder brother की, जिनका नाम है जय, it will be held on 10th of November. The marriage party will leave her Bardaun, that is Bardon में, it's Badon, on the same day at 2 p.m. This is something a ritual, and of course it will reach the bride place. मतलब वो दुल्हन की तरफ चली जाएंगी शाम को 7 बजे. I think this Badon is of course the Barat. My parents and I would be delighted. We are very happy that if you could arrive a little bit earlier and help us with the arrangement, because there are so many arrangements that takes place during the marriage, and I'm also inviting शिवी और पूजा को भी मैं इनवाइट कर रही हूँ. प्लीज डू ब्रिंग योर कैमरा. आप अपना कैमरा लेकर आइएगा. हम लोग बहुत मजे करेंगे. वी शुड हैव अ लॉट ऑफ फन. यू विल ऑल्सो जॉइन द डांस while going to the bride place in the evening, right? With good wishes, early waiting for your arrival, कि आप जल्दी आए. Your friends, again XXX, name has not been mentioned over here. Then you have to write a letter to your friend that you plan to stay at his place for a week in this winter vacation, right? देखिए वेकेशन में एक ही सी आता है. अगर इस वेकेशन में 2 सी आ जाएंगे तो क्या बन जाएगा? प्रोफेशन. Both are homonyms having the same sound but different spellings, right? And different meanings, of course. Again, it's 209 Vishwaspuri Phase 2 Komal Apartments. Again, it's in Mumbai. Mumbai is a state in Maharashtra, right? 2nd of December. And hello Shlok, I have received your letter. मैंने आपका लेटर को रिसीव किया. Please don't say that it is only जो आप ही मेरे को याद करते हैं. I think of you every day. मैं हर रोज आपके बारे में सोचता हूँ. It is very difficult to pass my time without you. आपके बिना टाइम काटना कभी कभी बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है. जब से आप वहाँ ever since you have moved away, आप यहाँ से जा चुके हैं. So I haven't seemed to take an interest in anything, कि किसी में इंटरेस्ट ना लो. So I have decided to go away with this interest, कि मैं कोई ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टेड नहीं हूँ. फिर भी आई एम जस्ट गोइंग अवे. आई विल बी विद यू फॉर अ ब्रेक. मैं ब्रेक के लिए होऊंगा ड्यूरिंग द नेक्स्ट विंटर वेकेशन. इज इट ओके? यू हैव टू टेक, यू डोंट हैव टू मेक एनी स्पेशल अरेंजमेंट फॉर मी. कोई ताम झाम करने की जरूरत नहीं है. आई कैन शेयर माई रूम एंड ऑफ कोर्स माई बेड टू. प्लीज पे माई कॉम्प्लीमेंट्स टू अंकल एंड आंट. कीप राइटिंग योर्स ट्रूली एंड मानस. देखिए यहाँ कॉम्प्लीमेंट की स्पेलिंग में LI आया है. कॉम्प्लीमेंट मीन्स किसी की तारीफ करना. अगर इसी I की जगह E आ जाता मीन्स दैट कंप्लीट्स, राइट? नाउ विल बी मूविंग टू द फॉर्मल लेटर्स. वी ऑल नो फॉर्मल लेटर्स आर गिवन. They are those letters that are written to the authorities, to the principals, right? So you have to write a letter to the editor of a newspaper protest करना है किसके लिए? Against the noise pollution which is caused by vehicles. से बहुत ज़्यादा noise pollution होता है. It's 104 लोहिया नगर, of course it is in Delhi. You have to write the date. Then of course 2, the editor, कोई सा भी newspaper का नाम, whether it is Hindustan Times, whether it's Times of India, then of course Delhi. You have to write the subject, that is the protest against what? Against the noise pollution from the vehicle inside the hospital. में बहुत आवाजें आती हैं. So sir, I would feel obliged if you kindly publish my letter in your esteemed newspaper, कि आप मेरे newspaper में मेरी news को बिल्कुल छाप दें regarding the significant problems, means very important problem of noise pollution which is caused by the vehicles inside the hospital, right? I wanted to draw the attention of the vehicle owners की attention को अपनी तरफ attract करते हुए बोल रहा हूँ, and drivers जो कि हमारे हॉस्पिटल के बाहर व्हीकल्स को पार्क करते हैं इनसाइड द एम्स, दैट इज ऑल इंडिया इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ मेडिकल साइंसेज. ऑफ कोर्स इसके हेडक्वार्टर्स न्यू दिल्ली में है. ड्यूरिंग माय स्टे इन द हॉस्पिटल लास्ट वीक विद द पेशेंट, आई नोटिस कि आउटसाइड जो है, आउटसाइड एवरी वार्ड देयर इज अ फैसिलिटी ऑफ पार्किंग दी व्हीकल्स, बट द ड्राइवर जो है वो अपने हॉर्न्स को बहुत जोर से एट अ वेरी हाई पिच बजाते हैं, जनरली अननेसेसरली एंड क्वाइट बीइंग फॉरगेटफुल. they are inside the hospital के अंदर हैं, where बहुत सारे serious patient admitted हो रखे हैं. They should imagine that how much disturbance has been they caused to the patients. They use their horns to keep the vehicles started for a long देर तक वो long time चले, and such noise pollution is very serious problem inside the hospital. So it's a normal duty, हमारी duty है to maintain the silence inside the hospital and not to blow the horns only, yes, to blow the horns only when it is necessary. At the walls of the different places, it is written in bold letters में लिखा हुआ है that you have to maintain silence, you have to keep silence, right? But they ignore all these requests. I hope that people who read this letter, जो भी ये पढ़े, will treat it as most important. They will also regard to their moral duty not to disturb the patients, right? And I would also request the authorities of this AIIMS to post this additional notices. Notice कहाँ पे parking area में हो जाए, so that to remind the drivers of their responsibility, right? Now, thank you for your attention to this important issue. Yours truly, again you have to write the name. Then you have to write an application to the principal of your school requesting करना उन्हें, you have to grant a leave for 1 week for the arrangement, आपकी सिस्टर की वेडिंग के अरेंजमेंट के लिए. ऑफ कोर्स यू हैव टू राइट टू द प्रिंसिपल. देखिए प्रिंसिपल में ए आया हुआ है, अगर एल ई आता मीन्स रूल्स. St. Paul Secondary School, of course it is in Moradabad, again it's a district in UP. You have to put down the date. Subject request for leave for 1 week. Why? Because to arrange, that is my sister की wedding. Sir, most respectfully I beg to say कि मेरी sister की जो wedding है, it will come off on the 5th of the next month में है, as my parents बहुत ही ज़्यादा बूढ़े हो चुके हैं, so there is no one else to help in my house except month, as my parents are elderly and there is nobody in my place, nobody in my house to help them except myself, मेरे अलावा. And ये मेरी moral duty है to make them, to help them in making the arrangement for the wedding. So I kindly request you to grant me leave for 1 day with respect, with effect from the 1st of the month, so that to enable me to help my parents, right? Thanking you for the anti-participation of your kind approval, and of course your obediently you have to write down the name and of course the name of the class. यहाँ कहाँ के? You have to write an application to the principal of your school requesting them so that they can grant you for the scholarship. Again you have to write the two, that is the principal जो भी आपका school है, AB secondary, सीनियर सेकेंडरी स्कूल. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय सीनियर सेकेंडरी स्कूल? जहाँ पे जो स्कूल 12th तक है, राइट? यू हैव टू पुट द डेट एंड ऑफ कोर्स सर, राइट? सैल्यूटेशन. मोस्ट रिस्पेक्टफुली आई हैव टू स्टेट दैट आई एम अ स्टूडेंट ऑफ 6th इन योर एस्टीम्ड स्कूल में हूँ एंड आई बिलोंग्स टू अ वेरी पुअर फैमिली, राइट? मेरे फादर एक वॉचमैन है, जो कि उनको वो फैक्ट्री में वॉचमैन है, जिनको सिर्फ 10,000 रुपये मिलता है पर मंथ एज अ सैलरी. वी आर 7 मेंबर्स इन द फैमिली, जिसमें 3 of whom जो मेरे भाई बहन है, they are study in 6th, 9th and of course 10th class respectively. I have been a first class student हूँ मैं from the very beginning and I am enjoying the poor boy scholarship. मैं last 6 years से इसका लाभ उठा रहा हूँ. So I humbly request you grant me the scholarship again for this year also. I assure that I'll try my best to justify this favor by working hard. मैं उसको बहुत अच्छे से prove कर दूंगा and I shall be highly obliged for this kind act, right? Then of course your obediently you have to write down the date and of course you have to write down the name and of course your class, right? You have to write an application to the principal requesting him to organize a district level debate of your school. Again you have to write to the principal, St. Smith Secondary School, it's in Mathura, right? Madam, most respectfully cut. Most respectfully on the behalf of this literary association of your school, I beg to say कि बहुत सारे many students हमारे जो school के हैं, they are interested in taking part in this district level debate and in our school we have a number of good speakers. बहुत सारे speaker हैं who have been taking part in this debate from time to time and there are so many current topics हैं debate के लिए and few of them they have been listed over here. First is the role of TV in the education of school students, then the increase of the use of mobile phones among the students, the role of the private coaching institute in the secondary education. I also request you to choose one of the topics and all the members जो है literary association के और school के student के लिए they would feel obliged for this favorable decision. Then of course your obediently you have to write down the name, secretary literary association की, then date डालनी है आपको, that is 14 November and year has been written according to you. And then on behalf of this you have to complete all those letters and applications that are given below over here, right, by your own. So that was all about letter writing. I hope you understood what is the difference between formal and informal letters. We have read several examples. Please go through them. Try to frame all these letters on behalf of yourself. And from now onwards, please don't ask your parents to write your letter to a principal on behalf of yourself, please from this day only just learn the format by heart and try to write your applications on your own, so that from now onwards you all will be writing your applications on your own. And do take care of your health and keep smiling. Thank you.